Hello and welcome. My name is Dylan, and today we're going to be talking about the best loadout that you can use in Call of Duty DMZ to make sure that you're taking out the bots easier, staying alive, and just overall having a much better time in game. The bots are insanely powerful with literal aimbots built into them, and they just do an insane amount of damage. So you definitely want to make sure that you're prioritizing making your loadout better for them than it is for fighting against players. Although, obviously, all of this stuff is going to be effective for players as well. So, for me personally, if we click in here, for my insured slot, I always use a sniper. Now, the reason for this is because I'm trying to level up my snipers. But if I got a ton of snipers in my stash, so if I brought out a ton of extra sniper rifles by using my medium backpack extra weapon slot, or just carrying a contraband sniper out with me, then I would start to use a fully kitted out primary weapon and a sniper. Now, the reason that I say snipers are basically essential for fighting bots is because they are so powerful at close range that even though shotguns are really effective for killing bots, the problem is that you give them the opportunity to just completely annihilate you and take all of your health, and also just eat your plates away. So, by using a sniper, you get further away, they're less likely to hit all of their shots, and you can go through and take out large groups of enemies very quickly. You will be able to one shot most enemies, and then the really heavily armored guys, you'll be able to two shot them in the helmet, or if they're looking directly at you, you can shoot them right in the face, and you actually don't need to knock their helmet off to do that. But if they're looking away or at the side or something, you'll have to knock their helmet off with your first shot, and then hit them again and take them out with the second shot. Now, when I'm using my insured weapon, I tend to just go into the match with that sniper, kill the first group of bots that I see, and pick up either the AK-74U, the shotgun, the RPK, or the SMG that they commonly drop. And on the flip side, if we're going through here and we don't have our insured slot available, and we're picking from our contraband weapons, then you could simply pick any contraband weapon that you want. Then you're going to go through and you're going to kill bots, you're going to loot chests, both the orange ones and the gray or the black ones. You're going to go to high value areas, you're going to go to strongholds, you're going to complete missions, and you're going to do everything possible to either get money so you can go to a buy station or a shop, as they're called now, and go to the contraband section and purchase a sniper rifle. So they can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $30,000 depending on the attachments, and the weapons that each buy station has are random. So they're not always the same weapons in the specific buy stations. So you might have to go around and visit a few shops to find a sniper, but you can usually commonly find them by looting chests and things like that. So for the tactical slot here, we're going to use a stim. The reason for this is that your health regens very slowly in this game mode without perks. So it just takes forever, and it seems like you're on only a few HP for way too long. So you can instantly hit a stim and get your health back up to full. Now, to make this even better, bots will often drop stims when you defeat them, and also at doorways and in bathrooms, you will often find medical boxes or medicine cabinets, which will allow you to very often find stims in there as loot as well. You can basically spam them because you can find them everywhere. Now, to complement this, we can also use this score streak here, which is the munitions box. Now, there are only two options here that I would recommend using. All of these here, the tactical camera, the inflatable, whatever, blah, blah, all this stuff right here is not good. The dead silence would be good against players, but is not very good against bots. It doesn't really matter. And then the recon drone is just not that great overall, and you can find them very commonly throughout the match. If you did want to use one in a specific situation, you could throw it in your backpack and then pull it out when you need it. Now, when we're talking about the only two that really matter here, the munitions box or Battle Rage is an experimental stimulant that gives you an adrenaline rush. Health regenerates quickly, tactical equipment is resisted, and tactical sprint is constantly refreshed. So obviously your health regenerating quickly is nice, although Battle Rage doesn't last for a super long amount of time, whereas the munitions box will give you two stims every single time. It will fill up your ammo, which you'll commonly run out of, killing a ton of bots, and it will also give you your lethals, and it does this for your entire team as well. So where Battle Rage could be very effective for certain situations, and staying alive in, very, very niche, like 5% of situations, the munitions box is going to be useful the other 95% of the time. So again, just like the recon drone, if you find a battle rage while you're in there, you could put it in your backpack. And if there's a specific situation where there's a ton of bots super close range and your two teammates are dead, then you could pop battle rage and maybe you can run away, or maybe you can kill the bots and clutch up that situation. And lastly, here we will talk about lethals. So for lethals, there are only a few that I would recommend using. So either the drill charge, the Molotov cocktail, or the Semtex. I'm not sure if thermites actually work against riot shield guys by throwing it at the riot shield, but if that does work, then you could use the thermite as well. But the reason that I recommend these ones is because they're effective against basically all types of enemies, and they're also effective against riot shields. So if a riot shield guy is in a room, you can simply throw the grenade at him, pop a stim to get yourself back up to full health while you hide behind the wall, and then they will be, blown up by the nade or burned or killed by the drill charge, and you can go ahead and continue clearing whatever it is that you are clearing. So this is the loadout that I highly recommend in whatever shape or form you get it. So whether you get a contraband sniper during the raid or you bring one in, but I highly recommend at least using the stim, semtex, and the munitions box by default, as this here is a great combination that will help you stay alive way easier during matches than any of the other, tacticals, lethals, and field upgrades that you can use. And the most important and most powerful weapon to kill bots is a sniper rifle in Call of Duty DMZ. So whatever combination from what I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure that at some point you get your hands on a sniper rifle, because it makes the game mode way more enjoyable, way easier, and helps you stay alive or clear a big group of enemies and res your teammates way quicker. So anyways, guys, I hope this video helped. If it did, consider clicking the playlist for DMZ on screen now for more videos to help you guys get the most out of the game mode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day, everybody.